Welcome to Phuket, y'all. Now in Phuket. Mostly been in Bangkok, Thailand, but now in Phuket. It's bittersweet because we really loved Bangkok. We really did. We didn't want to leave Bangkok, but it's all good. We'll be back. But we are officially in Phuket now, which it was like a 1 hour and a half flight. Super easy flight. That was actually the first, other than Brazil, that was the first like domestic flight we've taken in a long time. Before it was all like international flights, so it was so nice to take a domestic flight and not have to go through customs. It was just chill. Like it was nice. I'm not gonna lie. For it was all like international flights, so it was so nice to take a domestic flight and not have to go through customs. It was just chill. Like it was nice. I'm not gonna lie. 3 p.m. here in Phuket, Thailand. So let me know where y'all at. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Drop your girls some hearts. Drop your travel questions. All the things. So my husband and I are living abroad this year. He's over here. My husband and I are living abroad, and we have not settled in like one place. We've just been like moving around. So we spent February in Brazil. We spent March in Vietnam. Hey y'all, welcome. Listen, as you come in there and double tap, you might as well, don't just come in and lurk. Drop some hearts for your girl. Drop your travel questions. But we spent February in Brazil, and then we spent March in Vietnam, and then we went to Bali, and then thank you for the hearts. We went to Bali, and then now we are in Thailand. So we've been in Thailand for I think 3 weeks. Yeah, we've been in Thailand for 3 weeks now, and we're gonna be here for another 2 weeks, which is fine with us because we love it here. When I say we love Thailand, y'all, we love Thailand. I envy your life. Kayla, don't envy my life because, matter of fact, it's okay. Tell me I should move. You should move. Thank you for the rose, Kayla. Listen, y'all, I dedicate my page to showing people how y'all can do everything that I do. Thank you for the rose, Kiki, and thank y'all for the hearts. I appreciate it. Where, sis? Wherever you want to go. Wherever you want to go. Y'all, there's nothing I'm doing that y'all cannot do. I promise you. And especially, when people talk to me about, saying, they can't afford it, I'm like, how you can't afford to live in the U.S.? And how can you afford what is living abroad, living outside of your home country? My home country is the United States. So, like I said, my husband and I are living abroad this year. So we're currently moving around from country to country. We are planning on choosing a place to settle, just not right now. Welcome, y'all. It's 5:05 p.m. here in Thailand. Drop your location. Let me see who in the house. Where y'all at? What time is it? East Coast, West Coast, internationals. Drop in the comments and let me know where you are. But yeah, so we've been abroad since February. And hey, Philly. Okay, East Coast. Another Pennsylvania, East Coast. Let's get it. West Coast, where y'all at? Rochester. Okay, we got all this East Coast in the house. Y'all better, Ohio. Listen, West Coast, y'all better come in here and say something. Okay, Florida, Philly. Damn. I'm here for all this East Coast energy. I'm from North Carolina, so come on, Kelly Cal, for the North Carolina. I be waiting for NC to drop. I be like, where my other North Carolinian at? Y'all, we are in Thailand. It's too early in the morning for the West Coast. Child, I be on live at 2 a.m. for them, and they be in here. Don't be fooled. Detroit NFL draft. Did an NFL draft? Wait, what? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Raleigh. We moved from Cary. Is it humid there? Very humid. Yeah. We just got to Phuket. We're literally we just landed in Phuket, and less than an hour ago. We are in our Grab. So Grab is the Uber here, and we are on the way to our Airbnb. And I was planning on going live a little bit later, but y'all, our drive is an hour and a half. Our drive is an hour and a half. So, yeah, I was like, let me just kill two birds with one stone. I'm gonna just go live now. Where not to move. I'm trying to get away. I'm trying to get away from America. I have a free guide on how to move abroad. If you want to peep that. I mean, as far as where to go, what not to go, y'all, there's so many places. You gotta just you gotta do your research. You gotta think about what it is you want, what kind of life you want to live. How do you all decide where to travel to next? That is a good question. So to be honest with you, a lot of places we already had mapped out. So we knew that we were going to start in Brazil and then we were going to come over to Asia. Why are we all from the East Coast? I'm telling you, normally it'd be like so many Californians on my lives. But yeah, we kind of have already had like multiple countries that we knew we wanted to go to. So we're just trying to do them in like an order that makes sense. So obviously Asia is like really far from everything, not everything, but it's far away. So we want to make sure that we do our due diligence while we're over here. So we went to Vietnam, we went to Indonesia, we're in Thailand, we're gonna go to Japan, and then I'm trying to convince my husband to go to Malaysia, and then hopefully we can slide through the Maldives real quick as well. And there's other places in Asia we want to visit, but I mean, y'all, then we're gonna go to we're planning on spending the summertime in like Latin America, so we'll be back on the western side of the world, and then later in the year we're planning on doing Africa. But good questions. I can't find a remote job. Bubbly bath and body, like finding a remote job is, for a lot of people, it has been a challenge, especially if you don't have a ton of like experience in that arena. I know a lot of people have said that like the job situation, the job search industry we're in is like absolute shit. Like I've heard that multiple times. I'll be honest with you, I more so like encourage people to look into other ways of bringing in income. So that's what I talk about on my page, how you can make money without a job. Because if a job is your only stream of income, like, y'all, no. Like, I mean, number one, just like, and I'm primarily talking about from like the United States perspective, right? Like, first of all, living in the United States, one stream of income is crazy. Second of all, like, as somebody who has been fired, laid off, and had to like quit 2 jobs unexpectedly because of how toxic the work culture was, and like for the sake of my mental health, like one stream of income is crazy. So one thing that I try to teach people is like learning how to make money on your own, and that can be a variety of things. It doesn't mean you have to go try to be like this, millionaire entrepreneur tomorrow. That's what you want to do. Absolutely. Like, I support it. Listen, that's me. Listen, I'm immersed in entrepreneurship. I love it, but that might not be for you, and that's okay. But regardless, there's always something that you could be doing to be bringing in more income, to be diversifying your income. So that's something that I do talk about on my page as well. So there's nothing wrong with having a remote job. I've had plenty of remote jobs. I'm actually I have like a project-based job that I've had for years. It's like, it's off and on. But primarily, like, I make my own money, and like I said, I show other people how to do that as well. So let me know if you have any questions about that. Wanting to leave the US, what's stopping you? Maybe it's too early on the West Coast. It might be. Do you have a go-to travel card or travel benefits that you use? Yes. So I use the Chase Sapphire Reserve travel credit card. I've had probably 5 different travel credit cards, and the Chase Sapphire is my favorite. And I do have some videos on my page that, thank y'all for the hearts. I do have some videos on my page that talks about some of the benefits of Chase. But like, even just now, like in an airport, like me and my husband were like in like an airport lounge. Like, I'm telling you, y'all don't know the leveled up travel life until you get to go into a lounge in the airport instead of having to like sit just like at the gate and wait for your flight. I mean, and I've been in some nice lounges. And you free food, free drinks. I mean, alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Like, we've gotten like little like mini suites where there's like a little day bed in there where you can take a nap. We've been able to like play video games while we waited on our flight. We get free meals, like, y'all. Priority Pass, and Priority Pass is a perk that comes with the Sapphire Chase card. Priority Pass, that alone is like, yes. And I mean, the card has so many other benefits. Like, a lot of people will ask me about like having health insurance, and I'm like, we don't have health insurance, but we have travel insurance. And the travel insurance that comes with Chase Sapphire is also like thebomb.com. Like 10 out of 10. Hey, y'all, welcome who are just now joining. Welcome to Thailand. Drop your travel questions. Get your girl some hearts. Double tap. Keep hitting that heart button. It's hard out here for a new live creator, okay? Out here trying to show up every day. But no, thank you for the hearts. I do appreciate it. But yeah, drop your travel questions, drop your location, let me know where you at. Like I said, my husband and I have been living abroad. It's been a journey. It has been a journey. Like everything else, like there's ups and downs, but like we have zero regrets of leaving the US. Like oh my God, we love Thailand so much. Like we really, really, really love Thailand. And we've loved a lot of other places we've been. Like we love Brazil as well. Thailand is definitely holding a special place in our hearts right now. But yeah, we've been moving around. So Thailand is our 5th country, which is kind of crazy to say. In general, Thailand is actually the 24th country that I've been to, like, in my entire life. So yeah, let me know what travel questions y'all have, because whenever I first started this page, it was just like, oh, I'm just gonna post fun travel stuff. And then like people started reaching out and people started telling me, or like asking me, like, you know, all these different travel questions. And so that's why I started talking more about how other people can travel, because it really is my mission to show people that anybody can travel. Like, I grew up thinking that travel was for rich white people, and then now look at me, my big black ass out here in Thailand, and I've been here for weeks. Like, you really just have to get out of your own head. Like, you gotta stop thinking that travel is only for certain people. You gotta stop thinking that travel is like so crazy expensive, or that it is something that you can only do if you have X amount of money, or if you work this type of job. Like, travel can mean so many different things. Like, stop comparing everybody else's journey and just think about something that you can do. Let me see the questions here. Thank you for the roses. I answered that question. Is Turkey safe for black women? I've never been to Turkey. I would love to go though. I answered that question. Is Turkey safe for black women? I've never been to Turkey. I would love to go though. My cousin moved to Luxembourg and never looked back. Where's that? Is that Germany? Where's Luxembourg? I have a friend who's thinking about moving to Germany. In VB, what's your favorite country so far? What's VB? Yeah, I don't know what VB is. Oh, are you saying you're in like Virginia Beach? I don't know. What's your favorite country so far? So far on this trip, it's I would say like it's Thailand, but you know, I always say that like saying like a favorite country is like, it's kind of hard, because I feel like every country has something to offer, and I don't necessarily want to like compare one country to the other, because just because we're really enjoying Thailand, it doesn't mean we didn't enjoy Vietnam. It doesn't mean we didn't enjoy Brazil. It's not even about like we enjoy it more, or like anything is like better or worse. It's just a matter of we kind of look at it from the perspective of like, could we see ourselves living here? But I mean, we had a ball in Brazil, we had a ball in Vietnam, we had a ball in Bali. Like, Spain was alright, but we was only in Spain for like 10 hours, so I'm not gonna throw in no shade. Any advice on starting a travel life journey? So Tiffany, are you talking about living abroad, or like you just want to just travel in general? Because I have free guides for both. If you have like never traveled abroad before and you just feel like kind of like analysis paralysis, I have a free guide for like complete travel newbies. And then I also have a free guide for people who want to move abroad and they feel like they don't know where to start. But I mean, to be honest with you, any advice on starting, I mean, I would say the first piece of advice is like, truly believe that it's possible. Like, know that it's possible. And like, it's something that's not, it's not something that is, what am I trying to say? Because I don't want to say like it's not a big deal, but it's one of those things where like once you start traveling, you realize that like just as easily as you book a flight to Atlanta or Miami or LA, you can literally book a flight to Thailand. Like, y'all, there's no difference. There's no difference other than the fact that you change the name in when you go to book your flight. Like, that's literally it. So I would really say the first piece is like, you got to work on like the mindset. And then the next piece, I would say like, show yourself that you're serious. Like, and that can be like whatever that means for you. Like, one thing that I always recommend for people is to start a travel bank account. Like, that is, I feel like that is so, so important for if you actually want to show yourself that you are committed. And also having a travel bank account is really good in terms of being able to like take advantage of like last minute like deals that come up. Like, there's and I feel like, again, like I feel like it's like a mindset thing. Like, I've had a travel account now for years because I've decided that travel is part of my life. I mean, obviously I'm living abroad now, but even before I was living abroad, like, I created a travel account because I wanted to be able to, I wanted to live a life where I can make last minute decisions. And I wanted to live a life where if an opportunity arose, I wasn't like, oh, well, I don't have like any money. And like, listen, that account has fluctuated. There's time it was 300 in there, there's times it was 1,000, there's time it was 100 in there. Like, don't stress on the amount. The habit is more important than the amount. Oh shit, I'm 20 messages behind. Baby, join my live and help me moderate. He like, leave me alone. Do you plan to travel around anything specific, or do you just pack and go wherever? No, Colin, we have like a very like tentative plan. So I mentioned this earlier, but right now we're doing Asia. We're planning on doing Latin America in the summer, and then we're planning on doing Africa the last part of the year. So we have like some countries in mind, but nothing is like super set in stone. What do you like about Thailand? The food, the people, the vibe. There's a lot of black expats here. I was having this conversation with my friend this morning because she asked me that same question, because I was telling her how this is the first place that me and my husband went to where we were literally here for less than 24 hours, y'all. And both of us were like, oh my God, we can see ourselves living here. And we went to lunch with a black couple yesterday, and they're actually from Atlanta. And we were talking to them, and we were saying how the thing about travel sometimes is like, you want to explain to people what you like about a place, but sometimes it really is like what you feel. And I'm not even trying to sound all like woo woo, but I'm telling y'all, like, I can sit here and tell you that like Thai people are so kind and the food is so good, and like I can tell you all of that, but like honestly, it was the same in Vietnam. Like, I mean, so, but like it was just like a feeling, like coming here and just recognizing like I can see a life for myself here. It's kind of hard to explain, to be honest with you, but there are a lot of things that I do love about Thailand. I mean, it's just, there's just so much variety. I mean, we've mostly been in Bangkok. Now we're at the beach. We're going to do Chiang Mai later, the mountains. We're going to do, like, it's just, I mean, y'all, it's not overhyped. And sometimes, like, I get kind of turned off from going somewhere whenever I feel like people are hyping it up too much. But y'all, Thailand is not overhyped. I will tell you that. Yes, travel is for everyone. It broadens your perspective so much. 100% Kiki. Travel will change you as a human. Like, you will never know how ignorant we are sitting in the United States until you leave. Like, I remember when I left my hometown, y'all. I thought I was fancy because my friend took me to a Chipotle. Like, and I'm not even trying to say it's sad, because it is what it is, right? Like, I mean, it's not necessarily sad. It's just like, you have to decide to get out of your comfort zone. You have to decide to do something different, because once you have seen bigger, once you've seen it more, you truly realize what is possible. Like, sometimes me and my husband look at each other and we're like, can you believe our conversations now are like, oh, do you want to go to Malaysia? Or like, oh, do you want to go to, oh, are we still gonna go to Ghana this week? Like, just so casually. Y'all, 6 months, not even 6 months ago, hell, 3 months ago, I mean, 3 months ago, we knew we were going to be living abroad. So let's say 6 months ago, you know, like, we were sitting in the United States, in North Carolina, like, working every day, being like a slave to our jobs. Like, I mean, he liked his job more than I did. I didn't. My job is too fucking demanding. Working all the time, eating all that poisonous processed food. Like, we've been losing weight here. We're not even trying. Like, not even trying. Like, it's just an effortless thing. Like, and it's not like our life was horrible in the United States, and it's not like the United States is horrible. There's a lot of amazing things about the United States, but at the end of the day, you have to really decide what you want out of life, and like what's important to you. And like, moving here has like lifted our mental health tremendously. I mean, and y'all, even like my skin is like, I can't even explain, y'all. My skin is better. Like, in the US, I was having to take allergy pills every single day. My pH is better. You feel me? No issues. Bloating, like, no. It just don't happen. It just doesn't happen, y'all. Like, but again, like, you won't know until you know. Good morning. It paused when you started answering my turkey question. Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying, well, I mean, it wasn't even that great of an answer. I don't know, because I've never been to Turkey. But what I'm saying is, like, I have not heard anything bad about Turkey. I actually would love to go to Turkey. I'm like side-eyeing my husband, because I was telling him the other day, I was like, we should go to Turkey this year. And I'm like, shut up, Bianca. Stop trying to add more places to the list. So I personally never been to Turkey, but I've never heard of anybody having any issues there. Those of you who are just joining, welcome. Drop your location. It's 5:22 p.m. here in Thailand. Let me know where you are. We are in an hour and a half taxi ride from the Phuket airport to our new Airbnb, which we will be at for the next 4 nights. And then we'll be headed to a different part of Thailand. Vinango. What is that? Hi there. How can one start? What exactly? Start in London. Why? London is actually not really, you know what, I'm lying. I do want to go to London because I want to see some Harry Potter stuff. But other than that, London is actually not even on my list of places that I want to go. That's just me personally. Where are you going? We're headed to our Airbnb. Turkey is not encouraging immigration of any kind. I mean, damn, who said they were immigrating? Damn, I thought we were just talking about visiting. Waiting on friends to book. That's when you know you ain't going nowhere. Yeah, like, when you wait, stop waiting on people. Go without them. Go without them. They say Ireland is nice. I hear a lot of people be asking me about Ireland or not. It's not really on my list either. And like, just because something isn't on my list, it doesn't mean like I would never go. I just know that I have certain destinations that like I really want to go to, and then I have some where I'm like, yeah, I would go, and then I have some where I was like, there would have to be a very good reason for me to go, and I feel like Ireland is on that list. And it doesn't mean that I think I wouldn't have a good time there. It's just not one of the places for me that I've been like, oh, I really want to go there. Bay Islands off of the coast of Honduras. Guy, I don't know what you're saying about it. Like, what about it? I want to be you when I grow up. I can't see me spending the rest of my 20s or early 30s in America. Yeah, I didn't know how many people wanted to move abroad until I started talking about moving abroad. And then there was like a whole wave of people that was just like, I want to get out. I was like, damn. We were supposed to be in Florida right now, y'all. The plan was for us to be living in Tampa, and we are now in Thailand. So, yeah, it is possible. Like, I grew up black and broke. If it's possible for me, it is absolutely possible for y'all. And like, especially when you come somewhere over here where things are like so affordable. We were FaceTiming with my friends the other day, and they were like, are y'all millionaires? And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, we make less money here than we did in the US, but when you can eat a meal for $2, like what? Like, it's, yeah. So that's another thing. Like, there's so many people in the United States struggling right now financially. Like, and I'm not saying there aren't people struggling all over the world, but what I'm saying is like, even in living abroad doesn't have to be forever. It doesn't have to be whatever. But I'm saying like, it is something where if you were to do that, you would be surprised how much money you could save if you're making US dollar in places like Thailand or Bali, Vietnam. I mean, even certain places like Mexico. I mean, honestly, a lot of places. I would maybe say stay away from Europe, except maybe somewhere like Albania. I've heard Albania is pretty cheap, but I know it's nothing compared to Southeast Asia. Y'all, it's possible. Chipotle, fancy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I grew up in a town where there was no Chipotle. Like, I moved 2 hours away to go to school, and I discovered Chipotle. We didn't even have a Panera, y'all. Like, I used to think those places were like fancy. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's like, you out here looking at your circumstance, and you out here thinking that like things can't change for you, or you're out here thinking that like, it's not even thinking, you don't know what you don't know. Like, none of us do. This is like, travel is such an eye-opening thing. Like, you just become a kinder human. You have so much more empathy for people. You see the world differently. Like, I remember when the pandemic was first hitting, like when it first hit with China, and like, yeah, at the time I was working at a Singaporean company, and I worked with people who lived in China, and it was so crazy to me, because like, you would literally hear, like, I'd be like hearing about these people who I worked with, and like all this terrible stuff that was happening in China, how they were like literally afraid for their lives, and people in the US were just like waltzing around like, oh, well, that's in China, joke was on us. But like, that, I'm saying, like, travel makes the world so much smaller. Like, me and my husband were talking about this, like, because we thought we were gonna get the culture shock of our life when we came to Asia. Y'all, we did not. Like, we didn't. Everyone, like, we were like, Asia's gonna be a whole different ball game. It wasn't. It was not, y'all. People are people everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, there's kind people, there's beautiful people, there's assholes. It doesn't matter. There's people hanging out with their friends. Like, you will see the same shit all over the world. Will it look a little bit differently? Yeah, of course. But y'all, again, you won't know this until you travel. If you stay in your little box, like, you won't know. Damn, when I get 37 messages. I was thinking about moving to Bangkok, Kenya. I just want to stay for a month and see. I absolutely recommend like checking it out for a month. There's actually a company called Remote Year. I have videos about them on my page, and I have a video in my bio where I have like a whole FAQ thing with. They're a work travel company, and you can go live in another country for a month. Like if right now, like, you know, moving abroad, look, in theory it sounds amazing, but it feels like too big of a leap right now. Do something like remote year. And I'm not saying remote year is going to be exactly like living abroad, but it will give you a taste of what it's like to actually go travel and live among locals. Because I'm not sorry, but if you've only done like resorts and cruises, I'm not saying that doesn't count as travel, but I'm saying that's not going to be anything like living abroad. What countries would you recommend if someone is moving out of the U.S.? You know what? I got a whole video sitting in my drafts right now on that. I know some popular ones are Thailand. The ones I named, like Thailand and Bali, are really popular for expats. Colombia, Spain, France. Honestly, there's so many. It truly depends on what it is you're looking for. Like, in terms of like the life you want to live. Like, do you want to be somewhere beachy? Do you want to be somewhere warm? Do you want to be by the water, in the mountains, in a city? Like how important is money for you, right? Like for some people, like money ain't a thing, and that's great. And for certain people, it's like, you know, I really need somewhere where I can survive off of, you know, $1,500, $2,500 a month. Like, these are all things to consider. Excuse me, there's no one perfect answer. Hey, Candace. What prevents me from traveling? I am alone, and travel USA to Europe, Africa is expensive. Not necessarily. I see bomb ass flight deals all the time. Like, do your research. Hell, do your research on my page. Like, I literally have videos on how y'all can get amazing deals on flights. I even have a master class. It's in my bio, and it specifically is how to ball out on a budget abroad, how you can book an entire trip abroad for less than $1,000. Like, y'all, travel is, honestly, it's a skill. Like, the more you do it, the more you learn, hopefully. Like, the more you do it, the more you learn. Like, there are people out here paying like $300 round trip for flights to Europe. Now, I won't lie, like Asia and Africa, like there are some really great flight deals, but like those, if you're coming from the US, those are going to be higher up. But like even we left from Brazil and went to Vietnam, and like our tickets were less than $1,000. Like, I mean, y'all, it's possible. Like I said, I have videos on my page. I mean, you can go scroll, or you can invest $14 and get the master class, and you can learn how to save thousands on travel for the rest of your life. Joette, not where you been? I took one day off. Alive. Joette 1. First of all, hello, we got fam in the house. Let's get it. Anytime y'all see fam, those are my subscribers, so I gotta give them a big shout out. Hey, Joette. Hey, sis. Nebraska. Okay. Maryland, Boston. Let's get it. Who's we? Probably me and my husband. My husband's right here. We both in the taxi. Miami, NYC, headed to work. Not with the sad face. Not my comment ignored. First of all, what y'all not gonna do is not be patient with me. Okay, listen, I'm trying. Not my comment ignored. First of all, what y'all not gonna do is not be patient with me. Okay, listen, I'm trying. Like, I literally show people how to make money. Oop, not my service. I just moved to Greece. Oh, Maria, I know there's a girl I follow on TikTok who she was in Greece and she loved it. How do you get approved for visas? Right now we're moving around, so we haven't had any like issues with like long-term visas, like because we haven't done any long-term visas just yet. So I wouldn't know about the long-term ones. Why other comments read? Dex, you being real extra. Like, what do you do for a living? I'm a digital entrepreneur, so I primarily do digital marketing and affiliate marketing. Those are like the two primary ways that I make money online. I have 10 different income streams. I have a video where I walk through every last one of those income streams on my page because people are always asking me that. But essentially, a few years ago, I decided that like depending on a job for money was crazy. And I also decided that like there's way too many ways to make money, like from your cell phone, to not be doing it. So I started becoming serious about diversifying my income streams. And yeah, so but like I said, primarily it is digital marketing and affiliate marketing. And I do share more about that on my page. If you check out the first 2 links in my bio, there's a course and there's a guide. And both of those will both of those go through like digital marketing and affiliate marketing. The course obviously goes a lot more in depth, but if you really just want to like get started and you want like a little taste, look into my cash flow come up checklist. How's the healthcare? I wouldn't know because I haven't needed to use it. But from what I hear, from what I hear. Now homegirl is rambling. I love when people come in my live and be rude to me now. I used to like get offended. I don't get offended no more. I'd be like, if y'all ain't got nothing better to do than to come to somebody's live voluntarily and talk shit, welcome. Let me see. Why is I don't know, my comments are getting really repetitive. Like there's some of these I've seen like multiple times. Going to Japan, have you been? I'm going to Japan in 2 weeks. Thank you for the roses and thank y'all for the hearts. I will be in Thailand in a couple of days. I'm going to Japan in 2 weeks. Thank you for the roses and thank y'all for the hearts. I will be in Thailand in a couple of days. That's so exciting. It's so dope here. What part are you going to? Have you seen a lot of families of expats with kids? Spoken Black Girl, that's a great question. We saw a lot more of that in Bali. I haven't seen as many in Thailand, but like Thailand, like where we are was like a lot bigger than where we were in Bali. So we have seen some, and I know that they're here. But I wouldn't say I've necessarily seen a ton of them. But I know there are some here. What was the website? Muñeca. Doesn't that mean doll in Spanish? What website are you talking about? Binky. Hey fam. Shout out Binky Milligan, y'all. Another subscriber in the house. Let's get it. Good morning. It's 5:34 p.m. What time is it for y'all? My friend just moved back here from Thailand. Do they like it? Where are you originally from? North Carolina. Hey, from Houston, Texas. Texas in the house. Just tell you what. Do you have info on online jobs? Sandy San, I'm not really like the job girly. I'm more of the how to make money without a job girly. That's really more of my bag. But the company that I mentioned earlier, Remote Tier, and they are in my bio, they do have a remote job board. And y'all, there's so many people on TikTok who are constantly like talking about remote jobs. I'm not gonna lie, like I do kind of go back and forth sometimes on like if I should talk more about remote jobs, but like I don't know, I don't, because like I'm just like, I don't really think like y'all don't need my help applying for a job. Like you can go do that, right? Like I mean, most of us grew up in a world, I'm in a tunnel so it might get dark in here. Actually it's pretty short. Like, you know, most of us grew up in a world where like you had to have a job to make money. Like that was just what we were taught. And so like I'm on a mission to show people that you can make money without a job. So I'm not telling you not to get a remote job. Like there's nothing wrong with doing that, but like that's not something that I teach, because I teach how to make money without a job. I just followed you. I need this information. Welcome, Camille. That was so long. Joette, you gotta bear with me. I'm trying. I told you to make me a mod. I always forget to do that. Let me see if I can do it now. I think you have to do it before somebody goes in the live. I think that's the tricky part. Is like once it's in here, I don't see a way to do it. But I know I've seen it whenever I'm about to go live, and it's like assign a moderator, but like people aren't in the live yet, so I don't know how to do that. Baby, I thought you was gonna moderate for me. Durham. Cherie! Hey, Cherie! Y'all, me and Cherie used to play football together in what feels like 5 lifetimes ago. Tennessee, unfortunately. I'm screaming. Have fun in Japan. Do the Mario go-kart riding. That sounds dope. Do you plan on traveling to Europe? No. Well, I might go to Greece in August because my friend wants to do a birthday there. I went to Europe in September and I had a great time, but I'm more of a Latin America, Asia, Africa kind of girl than I am Europe. I don't have any like problems with Europe. I just prefer the other continents, to be honest. Like that's just me. Just got back from Jamaica, nothing is stopping me, period. Thank you for answering. You are welcome. Do you see a lot of, okay, wait, I asked that one. Yeah, that one I answered. Is a TikTok ban going to hurt your business? So many people rely on it for income. It's sad. I mean, I guess arguably, yeah, it would, but again, y'all, I'm not trying to sound all woo-woo, but like, I'm just the kind of person that's like, what's for me will never miss me. If TikTok truly does get banned, then I'll make money another way. Like, I have literally worked so hard to get to a point in my life where I don't stress about things that I cannot control. And I mean, also, I've been hearing about TikTok being banned for I don't know how long. Do I think it will get banned? No. But if it does, then I'll go to another platform. I already repurposed my content on YouTube I would not want to have to go back to IG. Ugh, I would not. But if that did happen, then I probably would, and I would make it work. Like I'm not gonna stress about it. It's not gonna do me. It's not gonna do me any good. Do you see multiple language? Ever use tour guides? I speak Spanish. I use tour guides if I book a tour. That's really it. Hey, Queen's Landing. Thank you for answering. I know I repeated. I'm not mad at y'all for repeating. Hell, listen, I'm human. Like, if I miss it, like, repeat it. New here. Do you get paid to travel? Not yet, but that is a goal. That is 100% a goal. Sis, we got you. Let's get mod. Because somebody told me how to do it. I literally only know how to do it whenever I first start the live. I don't see like an option. Hold on, settings. Moderators. Oh, y'all, we might be on to something. We might be on to something. Wait, why it's not working? Okay, hold on, I'm trying. So like, it's saying add moderators. But then whenever I like try to search a name, like it doesn't pop up. Like, shit is aggy. Yeah, like it's not. Yeah, it's not letting me. Hold on, babe. I see you're in. I'm gonna try to add you. Comment settings, mute accounts, block accounts. Okay. I think you have to maybe you have to know the person's Canvas. Even when I type Canvas, oops, my microphone is being used by another app. See what's going on? Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I don't know how my microphone is being used by another app. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so like whenever I try to add another moderator, it's like Candace, even when I type your name, like your name does not pop up. You said what, babe?
You said click your comments or some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't work when I try it, but I just made you a moderator. Hey, Atlanta. Hey, do you own a travel business? No, I don't. No, I would say no, because when I think of a travel business, I think more like of somebody like in tourism. As a UGC creator, Bola, what about being a UGC creator? I have attempted to do UGC for travel. I haven't given up on it necessarily, but like I went down a whole UGC. I've talked to some of y'all who've been joining my lives for a while. You know, I've talked about how I have tried and failed at so many things. Like at one point I was like hooked on like UGC, and then I realized that I actually hated it. And I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. UGC for travel, I think I could like it and I might go back to it, but like I'm gonna be honest with you, like at this point in my life, I'm just not interested in pitching anybody. So like as of right now, UGC is not really my vibe, but you never know. Maybe one day I might go back to it, or go back to trying it, I should say. Tell your husband Shank and I said hello. Shank and Cherie said hello. Oh, he in here. Click on my comment, then add it. When I click on your comment, it just says pin this comment, reply to Candace, mute account, block account. That's it. Like there's no like, I can't like go to you and then do it. Good morning. You make them mods while on live. Yeah, Candace, like I like your name wouldn't pop up. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Hello from VA Beach. Do you ever get lonely while you're out here? Girl, my man with me. So, no. But even when I travel without him, no. Well, no. But I'm like, I actually really enjoy solitude. So, but I mean, solo travel, I think is like one of the most empowering things. I don't really talk about it because I haven't like done it in a while, but I think solo travel is fabulous. I honestly do. And also, y'all, there's so many people who want to travel. Like there's travel groups. Like there's so many ways that you can travel where you don't have to travel alone if you really don't want to. Because I know there are some people who are flat out just like, I don't want to travel by myself. And you know, that's your prerogative. Like there's definitely other ways. Skin glowing. Thank you. You should get paid. I own a travel agency. I would love to connect with you. See, I have zero desire to be a travel agent. I partner with a travel agent because I would never want to plan trips ever. That is like, I'm sick of planning our trips. Like, I don't know. I appreciate it, but I am not interested. But like I said, I partner with a travel agent because I know the travel agents have, you know, they have their own skill set, but it ain't for me. Start a travel business and earn income from every booking. No, because I don't book for anybody, and I would never want to. You have to add as a friend first. Oh, that's what it is. That's probably why. I probably need to add y'all as friends first. So let me make a mental note to do that for both of y'all. Travel groups, I need more info. So like Remote Year, I talk about Remote Year all the time. Remote Year is a work travel company. They kind of like attract like digital nomads, and they do sorry, my driver just got on the phone and now I feel like I'm like interrupting him. But yeah, so Remote Year, the easiest way to think about Remote Year is like you bring the job and they provide everything else. Like they provide the accommodations, you have a community, you have like a city manager, and they go to different places all over the world, but they basically spend 1 month in each country. So you can do them for, you can do a month, you can do 4 months, or you can do 12 months. And like, you'll never be by yourself if you travel with Remote Year. I'm in Thailand right now. Mostly money that is restricting travel. Mahesh, check out some of the resources on my page. Like I show people how to make more money. Like that's part of like what I do. Excuse me. It is literally my mission in life to show people that like you can't afford to travel. Like if I can afford to travel, you can afford to travel. But you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. You have to be willing to do something different. Otherwise, nothing's gonna change. What if you do it just to make commissions? That's what I do. What do you mean? What if I do what? Like, oh, to make, like you mean to make commissions on like the travel that I book for myself? From what I know with travel agents, it's almost always resorts and cruises, and that's not how I travel. Now, if you telling me I can make commissions on like booking Airbnb, then yeah, let's talk for sure. It's fun. What's fun being a travel agent? I mean, listen, y'all, I don't think there's anything wrong with being a travel agent. Like I said, it's just not for me. Like I don't like administrative things. Like that's not my bag. Like I'm more of like a high level, not like an in the weeds type of person. That's something I learned about me a long time ago. Like there are people who are very like detail oriented. Like that's not who I am. I can't even, if somebody sends me like a long paragraph of text, my eyes and my brain, like it will skim it. Like I'm not like a details person. I'm not an admin person. I mean, I don't mind planning our travels because like I'm a little bit more invested in it, but no, like even trips that I've planned like with my friends and stuff, I've been like, I will never do this again. Like, and then I gotta do it with like clients. No, it ain't for me. I'm not saying it's not for everybody, but I'm just saying it ain't for me. When do you leave Thailand? I'll be there tomorrow for a month. Hey, we go to Japan in like, what is today's date? We go to Japan in like 2 weeks, and then we'll be back after that, and then we'll be here in June as well. Thank y'all for liking and sharing the live. I appreciate it. Literally, that's where I'm leaving from. Wait, where are you leaving from? What did I just say? Wait, oh, you're leaving from Japan? Oh, that's what's up. Where were you at in Japan? Hey, let's get it. We're gonna do Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto. I don't know why I always say Kyoto with a Spanish accent. Like, I do that every time, but I'm like, Bianco, what are you doing? Oh man, Asakusa. I haven't been there. I haven't even heard of that. We were originally gonna do Japan for a month, but then like we looked at Japan prices and we were like, ew. No, we're not doing that because that's a little bit too close to USA prices. We spent 3 months in South Korea. That's what's up. I hear a lot of people talk about South Korea and China as well. What? I think you guys are amazing. Thank you. Been here for a week and it's just as costly. Yeah, people say Japan is cheaper than the US. But I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was looking at them prices and I was like, what? I was like, huh? What was the company that you can travel for months? It's called Remote Year Queen's Landing, and there's a link in my bio where I have a whole video where like I explain Remote Year. I also link to their website. Babe, you said who was? But yeah, why not South Korea? I think you said that you would not go back. I hear mixed things. Sometimes people will come on my live and they'll be like, you should go here, you should go here, you should go here. And I just be laughing because I'm like, I mean, yeah, I could, but also I already got too many countries that I'm trying to go to in a short amount of time. And like, the thing is, it's so, I like this song. For income, is it a remote position? Is what a remote position? Are you talking about Remote Year? Remote Year has nothing to do with a job. It's just a company that attracts people who work remote. Honestly, the culture is kind of dark and aggressive. Damn. Well, all right. That's good to know. I really do hear mixed things. And y'all, that's the thing about travel. Like, good morning. That's the thing about travel. Like, before you leave Japan, take a crash course in jujitsu. Like shadow clone jutsu. Anybody? Okay, great. Thank you. I'm going to check it out. I've been booking travel since 2013. Want to do more myself. Let's get it. Let me know if you have any questions about Remote Year. I absolutely advocate for them. Like I traveled Remote Year for 4 months back in 2019. I'm trying to find my lighting, y'all. This selfie stick actually comes with a light, but I took it in the pool with me and I broke the light part, so it don't work no more. But babe, how far away are we? Oh, never mind. I remember. It was like 6:15 for the ETA. But yeah, I traveled with Remote Year for 4 months back in 2019. Thank y'all for the hearts. And then me and my husband traveled with them when we spent a month in Brazil in February, and then when we spent a month in Vietnam in March. So we love Remote Year. Like, I mean, like I said, if you really just want to be able to travel and show up and all the work is done for you. And that's why I was saying when somebody told me being a travel agent, I'm like, would never, no. Like, I have a friend, who she just started doing like travel agent type things. And like, she told me that she might like venture out into like doing more like Airbnb stuff. And I was like, let me know. Because if I can start putting my travel, I mean, I would work with travel agents if they didn't primarily do hotels and resorts and hotels, resorts, and cruises. But like, I don't need help with those things. Like, hotels, resorts, and cruises are like, to me, those, in my opinion, that's the easy part. Like, I'm talking about whenever I want to go live with the locals. Like, that's the stuff that I need help with. It's money that's stopping me. Diana, I show y'all how to make money. Listen. If y'all feel like money is stopping you from travel, there's two things I want you to think about. The first thing I want you to think about is that you are already spending your money on something that you do not need. You're already doing that. So if you are telling yourself that, can you give the name of the digital website, Lipo Training? It's the first link in my bio, Sister So Live. It's the first link in my bio is the website for Lipo. Lipo is Learn to Own Profits Online, y'all. It's a digital marketing course that teaches you how to build a digital marketing business from the ground up. But no, what I was gonna say is like, the thing about like feeling like you cannot afford to travel is recognizing that, like, y'all, most of the time, at the end of the day, travel is just not a priority for you right now. And like, you need to be able to own that. Like, you need to be able to admit that. We're doing Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. You can earn money from booking villas and Airbnb. It's not only hotels, but a villa is basically like, it's like the same thing. It's like hotel or resort. Like, I want to live like hotels, resorts, like that's just other tourists. Like, I want to walk outside my door and I want to be beside somebody who is like a local and like native. So that's been my thing. But like I said, I'm open. Like, listen, I am open by all means. But yeah, like, y'all, money is not stopping you. Like, priorities are stopping you. Like, there was a point in time where my mindset was, oh, am I going to be able to travel this year? And I literally had to switch that mindset to like, where am I traveling this year? And I don't think there's anything wrong with, I lost my train of thought when that last question came in. Hold on. Shit. It's gone. I'm sorry. It'll probably come back. Hold on. Any advice for surviving a temporary home? Surviving? What you mean? Surviving? Mindset is everything. Thank you. That's what I was talking about, was mindset. So, you're welcome, Sister So Live. So, there's nothing wrong with like the travel creators on TikTok. I love so many different travel creators, but the thing is, y'all, I can give you all the travel tips in the world. I can tell you all the best destinations. I can tell you all the things, but to be honest with you, you can go look that shit up your damn self. You're not traveling because you don't know the best country to travel to. You're not living abroad because you don't know which country. That's not why. Like, it's because you have not truly believed that it's something that is possible for you. You haven't taken 1, 2, 3, whatever. You haven't taken action on doing that. Like, that's why. It's not because of lack of education. Like, we would like to believe it is, but it's not. It's like, there's mindset work that needs to be done. If you're out here thinking you can't afford to travel, if you're out here thinking it's too expensive, like, that is a mindset shift that you have to change. I don't know what the JR Rail Pass is. Like, it's not, it's not as black and white. It's like, oh, I just need a destination. It's you deciding that travel is part of who you are. Like, travel is part of who I am now. Like, travel is part of my identity. Like, travel is for my mental health and like my self-care. It's not just like, oh yeah, like, you know, once a year when my tax refund check hit, I'm gonna go to Miami, or I'm gonna go to, you know, Mexico, or, you know, whatever. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with Miami or Mexico. Mexico is my favorite country. But like, y'all, like, it is a mindset shift that has to be made. Like, you can afford to travel. Travel does not have to be expensive. Like I said, I have a budget travel masterclass. Like, and if you really feel like travel is too expensive, invest $14 and learn how you can travel for cheap. Or go scroll the videos on my page. If you want to work that thumb, you can go do that too. It's a discount pass. No, I don't know about it. I love that. Travel is who I am. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much about travel that really has to do with like mental and spiritual growth. And so many people think that it's just about like all like the travel tips and all of that. Like, y'all already have travel tips. You have travel tips. You have travel inspiration. You already have these things. Why are you not traveling? You say it's because because you don't have money. Like, what are you spending your money on right now? And you don't got to tell me. That ain't my business. But I'm just saying, like, ask yourself that. Like, you're spending your money on things you don't need right now. And that money could be going towards travel. I was on live the other day. I was in a mall in Bangkok, and it was like a super dope mall, and there was like this like giant perfume thing. I hadn't even heard of it, but people were in my comments like, yeah, that perfume is like $400, like, it's my favorite. And I was like, $400 for perfume? What? Bitch, $400 is a flight. What you talking about? But at the end of the day, that's how my mind works, because that's how I am with travel. And there is no shade to anybody spending $400 on perfume. Your money is your money. You do what you want to do with it. Like I said, but just before you come out of your mouth and say that you can't afford to travel or that money is stopping you, ask yourself, is that actually true? Is it actually true? Because it's like when you ask somebody why they don't work out and they say that they don't have time, and you're like, okay. It's the same thing. Good morning. Well, it's 6 p.m. here. But, you know. What about income? That's the second thing I'm about to talk about. I've been looking for one of these remote jobs since 2020. Child, if you've been looking for a remote job since 2020, you could have been making your own bag by then, and you wouldn't even need a damn remote job. People popping bottles $200 a night, but it's only $200 for a passport. It's less than $200 for a passport. We just got my mama one, $140. What are you paying $200 at? The fuck? Wait a minute. That's a long taxi ride. I know. That's why I told my husband, I said, I'm going to go live now, because I said, honestly, I don't know if I'm going to go whenever I get back, because I probably won't. But no, income, that's the second thing that I want to talk about in terms of like people saying like they can't afford to travel, is y'all, money is everywhere. Money is everywhere. But like, I've attempted a business, but I'm lost, never turned a profit. A lesson, Rod, listen. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I have invested tens of thousands of dollars into courses, coaches, shit that did not like make me a dime. I completely understand. I really do. But at the end of the day, like, you gotta keep going until you figure out what works for you. Like, I'm finally at a point where like I figured out what works for me, and that's why I love the course that I promote now, Lipo, Learn and Earn Profits Online, because it's only $500. And y'all, and for some of y'all who were like, oh my god, only like $500 or whatever, like, y'all, if you think $500 is a lot of money, like, it's probably time for you to invest in yourself. Because if you live in the United States, $500 is not a lot of money. It's not. Sorry, not sorry. It's not. But yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, in this entrepreneurship space, and like, you gotta learn, and this is if you want to be like an entrepreneur, like, you gotta be ready to cry, you gotta be ready to fail, you gotta be ready to look embarrassed, you gotta be ready to look stupid, like, but it's worth it. Like, I am more fulfilled now than I have ever been, and I left a 6-figure job in December, and I feel I'm not even at 6 figures in my business, and I'm more fulfilled and happy now doing what I do than whenever I was in that remote 6-figure job. But yeah, are you meeting up with any black creators? No. Is it hard to make friends when you live in a new place? I mean, in my opinion, no. It's just not. I've spent thousands of dollars, classes, coaches. I know. I feel it. But at the end of the day, what's your other option? Like, that's honestly what it comes down to with me whenever it comes to like entrepreneurship. Like, Bianca, you can quit, but you already know that you're not meant for a job. Like, you already know you're not meant for a job. Like, it's been proven. I am not employable. I will quit. Like, I will quit. I'm not gonna stay. I will quit. Ain't nobody I'm not climbing no corporate ladders. My last job, I was leading a team of like 9 people. I said, fuck this. I am out. Like, and it's not for everybody. Listen, everybody does not need to be an entrepreneur, but everybody does need multiple streams of income. One stream of income is wild. So what do you do for work? I am a digital entrepreneur. So I've talked about this before. I will quit or you will fire me, but I know enough to know I'm not their ideal candidate. Y'all, digital marketing is so underrated. Like, the reason why y'all hear so many people talking about digital marketing is because, first of all, you have no income ceiling. Second of all, you can do it from anywhere. And third of all, y'all, anybody can do it, y'all. There's people out here who didn't even know what digital marketing was, and they out here making thousands of dollars a month, a week. People out here who didn't even know what digital marketing was, and they out here making thousands of dollars a month, a week. You really think that anybody who is out here really doing it, you think it took them a month? Y'all, and overnight that. And like I said, that's me more so talking about entrepreneurship. But like I said, like, even if you don't want to be an entrepreneur, like, there's so many ways that you could be bringing in extra income. Like, y'all, there are people out there who will pay you for your fucking opinions. People who would just pay you to just like talk. I mean, I'm talking about learning how to make your money work for you, instead of only like trading time for money. Some of you are literally sitting on skills and talents that you're not even utilizing. You could be making money from it. It's 2024. There's no excuse. Like, there's none. Like I said, sorry, not sorry. Like, there's no reason. It is 2024. There's too many ways that you can make money. If you don't believe me, get my cash flow come up checklist. It is $9. It is $9, and there are 20 different income streams and side hustles in this guide. And I specifically made this guide because I'm like, I am literally going to show people you can start making more money today. Money does not have to come from a job, y'all. I have 10 streams of income and none of them have anything to do with a job. And it's not because I'm special or because I'm lucky. It's because I decided that I wanted to live a different life, and I decided to do something about it. I have literally said this before. The only difference between me and anybody else not doing what they want to do is, like, I had the audacity to try. I was willing to look stupid. I was willing to embarrass myself. I was willing to start something not knowing how it was going to turn out. That's the only difference. Like, the question is, how bad do you want it? How bad do you really want to travel? How bad do you really want to make more money? And like, people talk about making more money. Like, you don't want to make more money. You want more time freedom. You want the freedom of choice. You want to be able to wake up and know that if you don't feel like going to work, you ain't got to fucking go. You want to be able to pay off your mama house. You want to be able to show your kids how to build wealth. You want to break generational curses. You want to wake up and go to Mexico just because it's Tuesday, and why the fuck not? You want to see the world. That's what you want. You don't want to make more money. You want to know what it's like to not live check to check, to not have to go to a job that you hate. That's what you really want. But how bad do you want it? Because you don't want it that bad if all you're doing is scrolling on social media, watching everybody else do it. Like, it's hard, but that's how it is. Choose your heart. It's all hard, y'all. That's what kills me. It's like, people talk about how hard it is. It's all hard. Which hard do you want? I could have chosen the hard of going to a job that was demanding, where like, I literally got to a point where I thought I was gonna lose my shit every time the Microsoft Teams sounds went off, y'all. It was bad. Like, it was literally bad. I could have chosen the hard of staying in that 6-figure job and knowing that I had to ask somebody permission to take off work, knowing that I only got a certain amount of days that I could leave. Like, what? Knowing that no matter how many hours I worked, my paycheck was gonna stay exactly the same. I could have chosen that hard, but I didn't. I chose the hard of getting out of my comfort zone. Me and my husband left the country without a plan. People out here talking about like, oh, how much money did you save? We didn't. We saved money like for the move, like as far as like the moving truck and stuff. But like, other than that, like, I'm like, bruh, like what you talking about? We out here making money, and we don't need. And the thing is, like, when you live somewhere like here, you don't need to make as much money as you do in the U.S. because the U.S. is crazy expensive. I'm there. Sunshine, I feel it. Use your jobs as stepping stones. Thank you. Is it Arica? Thank you. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're in a job right now, that's fine. Like, and y'all, even whenever it comes to like having like side hustles, you don't have to leave your job. Some people love their jobs. Hell, my husband was at a job that he loved, but I mean, he loves me more, so there's that. Like, I'm not even telling you that you have to leave your job, but like, depending on a job for income is crazy. It's crazy. Some shit could happen tomorrow and you out on your ass. Like, the statistics are really sad, y'all. Like, the amount of people who don't even have like $1,000 saved. The amount of people who are like one emergency away from a downfall. And that's what's become normalized. But it doesn't have to be your normal. Like, you literally get to decide if your normal is going to be something different. What are you going to do differently today? What are you going to do other than scroll and continue to save more videos for shit that you ain't going to do? What are you going to actually do to take action? Exactly why I'm moving to Europe. The money goes a long way, period. The fact that it's normalized. You said what? Yeah, I do think Europe is expensive, but listen, I ain't mad at, listen, go ahead with your bad self. What about health? Can you see doctors and get medication? You depend on monthly. I know you can see doctors. I'll be honest, I don't know about prescriptions. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea. But I know that you can definitely like go see a doctor or someone. But that's something I would research before you leave. I'm ready. Forever Nikki, let's get it. Let's get it. I teach entrepreneurship to high school students. You would be such an inspirational speaker. Hey, listen, let me know. I'm a speaker as well. Feeling crafty. I mean, I am also in Thailand, so there's that. How much should a person have as a starter? As a starter to do what exactly? I'm just making sure I didn't miss any comments. But yeah, like, you will never know how many things have become normalized in the US until you leave. We gonna work for you. What you talking about? You ain't working for me because I ain't hiring. I don't want no employees. Nope. Y'all, I am setting up my life so that I can make money in my sleep. I make money in my sleep every single day. Like, I'm setting up my life so that I don't have to trade time for money. I don't want to manage nobody. That's why I quit my job. It was too many people depending on me. I was like, I ain't got no kids. I said, this is like children. People were reaching out to me, Bianca, I need some advice. And I loved my team, y'all. Like, I really did. But I was like, this too much. Zoom works for speakers. I would love to have you. Send me a DM, Feeling Crafty. I'll shoot you my email. Thailand is amazing. Cost of living is really inexpensive. Child, we be eating good for $3. Eating good. a starter to leave and start new. Australia, like it depends. It depends on, like, I don't know like what your expenses are. Like, I mean, I would say the biggest thing is, like, I would say preparing for the actual move, of like understanding what you need to do to move. Like, are you trying to like do shit like transport like furniture? Like, do you have kids? I would say like the move itself is the most expensive part, but you would want to make sure that you have like whatever. Like, I would be focused more on like the income you're going to be making when you move. Like, if you have that set up, then like if you just save, you know, a couple thousand for like the actual move to get you to your place, like, to me, you're good. Who is hiring though? Hire yourself. Raina, hire yourself. Work for yourself. Start bringing in income that doesn't depend on somebody else. What did you used to do? In my job, marketing. My entire career has been in digital marketing. Not the digital marketing that I like, not the digital marketing that I do like here, like as an entrepreneur, but it's been in like social media. So I was in big pharma, and I was doing like social listening. So basically, like, I was like creating reports. Well, I had a team that would create reports, and I would like review them and like present them and stuff like that. How is this my dream? Tina, you can make that dream a reality, sis. Where do you live? I don't live anywhere. I'm a child of the world right now. You're in Thailand. Yes, I am. Do you have friends there? Like friends in Thailand? I mean, no, not really. I mean, we've hung out with a couple of times. But I don't know if I would say I have friends here. But like, we've met people in every country that, like, you know, we would absolutely like spend time with again. But I think that until we get to a point where we're actually like sitting still, we're not going to be, you know, doing like a whole lot of like, you know, making the friends, just because we're moving so much. But we hang out with people all the time. We're going to a black event tomorrow here in Phuket. Thank y'all for the hearts. Hey, we almost at 10K. Y'all can hurt me up. Get me that 10K. Well, how much longer we got in this taxi? Oh, we getting close. Double tap, y'all.
Yeah, what's up? It's fun.
You said what? Yeah, I was just thinking, it's a cute little neighborhood. I'm gonna try to show y'all.
I think this is the place. It's gonna be close to the place that everybody's gonna be at.
Yeah. So, I normally like to like show y'all the road whenever I'm like in a car, but TikTok doesn't like that. They think I'm engaging in dangerous activities, and they be cutting off my live. So that's why I haven't really shown y'all the streets. But when I actually like walk and stuff, I will. Thank y'all so much for the hearts. Real talk, Tina, you said how. That's why it's easy for you. What's easy for me? Hold on, don't let me get triggered out here. Ain't shit easy for me. Everything you see is like some shit that I worked for. Like, it is not. No, none of this has been easy. You need to invest expensive equipment. What you talking about, Pinky Pie Lover? Expensive equipment for what? Eventually, we all need to leave the world behind. The world? Wait, what? Genjutsu. Madara Uchiha. I'm getting real nerdy. Let me shut up. Working on Beacons store for my Faceless IG. What's Beacons? Faceless marketing is huge right now, y'all. Like, yo, people out here making hella money without even showing their face. I've thought about it. Listen. I mean, I don't mind showing my face, but I have thought about it, because like, that is dope. What country are you in? We're in Thailand. We're headed to our Airbnb. What do you do? How many?
2 minutes.
Okay. What do you do for income? So I'm a digital entrepreneur. So I primarily do digital marketing and affiliate marketing. Y'all, go get my cash flow come up checklist. It is $9. Like, I talk about it, like, it is your first step. Like, people always say, where do I start? Where do I start? You start by investing $9 into a guide. It comes with a video. This voice you hear, I walk you through the guide. I give you 20 different side hustles and income streams that you can start doing. I know there are at least 2 things in there you can start today. Like, if you don't know where to start there. Background in digital marketing. Oh, no. Girl, what I did in my job is nothing, absolutely nothing to do with what I do, like, as a digital entrepreneur. They are very different. We're in Thailand right now. I meant you have a background. Okay, yeah. I see what you mean now. Sorry if I got triggered. A platform to sell digital products. Is that a question? Sorry. if I missed that. Just purchase. Sandy saying, let's get it. Let me know how you like it. Let me know what questions you have. Y'all, I put my heart and soul into that guide. I really did. Because I literally looked at it from the perspective of, if I wanted to start making more money and I needed, and I'm talking like for everybody, like people who have more time than money, people who are introverts, people who don't want to ever show their face, people who do want to show their face, people who want to be like big time entrepreneurs, people who are like, I just want to start off bringing in a couple $100s a month. I put hella options in there. Y'all, I gotta go. We here. I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you. Beacons is a platform to sell digital products. Oh, I didn't know that. I use Stand Store, so that's what I also recommend. I don't know. He opened the door for me, but I gotta get all my stuff out of the car. Y'all, I gotta go. We just got our Airbnb. But I'll be back on live, y'all. I'm going to get that guide. Listen, get into it and start making that money, y'all. It's the second link in my bio. Like I said, it's a $9 investment. Like, if y'all want something different in your life, you got to do something different. Like, you ain't got to buy my products. Like, if you got, thank you for 10K. Oh, wait, 9.6K. Y'all, listen. I'm literally scrambling to get out of this cab right now. And I'm going to have to help with the luggage. But, y'all, uh-oh. You got it? My suitcase kind of heavy. Y'all, thank y'all for joining, per the usual. I appreciate it. My face is way too close to this. Thank you, Kai. You got the. I think the key is at reception. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to say bye. This is too close to my face, and I can't move it back. There we go. Thank y'all so much for joining. I'm gonna be back again. Like, just hit that follow button if you haven't already. I'll be back on live. Get the cash flow come up checklist, y'all. Y'all who are saying that money is stopping you, let me prove to you that you can make money. Let me prove to you that you can have multiple streams of income and you can start where you are. You don't have to go and be like, oh, tomorrow I need to go invest $10,000 and become the. You don't have to do that. Like, there are options for everybody. I got 20 different options in there for you. Like, but you got to shift that mindset. You have to know that money is everywhere. You have to believe that money comes from more places other than a job. And you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. You're going to keep living the same life until you decide to do something different. The only thing you're waiting on is for you to actually become the person that it takes to live the life that you want to live. And it starts with you. Nobody is coming to save you but you. Nobody. You got a key? All right, y'all. I for real got to go this time. But I'm going to be back on live. Keep dropping me your travel questions if you have them. Comment on some of my videos or whatever. I did get 10K. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. I always appreciate the love. See, that's why I screenshotted all the stuff from the Airbnb and I sent it to my husband, because I just like to let him handle all of that shit. Like, I don't really do like the technical stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. I done gotten real spoiled, y'all. I travel solo by myself, but listen, now that I'm not solo, woo, spoiled and lazy. I'm not lazy. Anyway, thank y'all so much for joining. I appreciate it. Like, listen, the last thing I'm gonna say here is, y'all, I promise you there's nothing that I'm doing that you cannot do. Black and broke, North Carolina. There was nothing special about me. Except that I decided to take action. That's it. Like, I decided to intentionally create the life that I want to live. I am not here on accident by any means at all. I want help. NG, go to my bio. I got hella resources in there, free, paid. Go to my bio and go shopping. Hey, North Carolina, let's get it. Thank you, Pinky. All right, y'all. I'm going to try this affiliate marketing thing again. Man, listen, don't sleep on affiliate marketing, y'all. Like, and I got more content coming on that. Hey, Maya. I'm actually saying bye. I've been saying bye for like 5 minutes. Oh, my husband found a key. I got to go. He about to give me the side eye. All right, y'all. I'm going to catch y'all later. Thank you for joining.